Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. I've got another Stamp-A-Stack class for you. In this Stamp-A-Stack class, we're going to make 6 note cards, 2 each of 3 varieties, featuring the new Dragonfly Garden Bundle. I am just having so much fun with this. The punch makes these so fast and easy. We're going to make 2 each of this card. This will be video number 1. This card, this will be video number 2. And this card, this will be video number 3. It is a 3-video card class series. And if you'd like a class packet, they are available while supplies last in the Kitchen Table Stamper store. You can buzz over to kitchentablestamper.com/store and check and see if there are kits available to follow along with this class. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll want to click back to the blog for the free printable project sheets for these classes and to check out class kit if you're interested. So let's start with our first card here. If you get the class kit, this is what you can expect. There is all the materials you need for 6 cards. We've got a half a pack of these little ladybug trinkets. I love these little bugs. And they're not much higher than a mini brad. So they really add a fun touch without too much bulk. You get 1/3 of a spool of linen trim. Now this is 5 yards. You get 1/4 of a package of the new Dandy Garden Designer Series paper. 12 sheets. They're double-sided. I love that. And you get 1 each of these double-sided patterns. The first thing you're going to do is cut your Designer Series paper for your card. You'll have plenty of Designer Series paper left to play with. You'll have some extra bugs and some twine. So this class kit is more than what you need. All right, let's grab our Seaside Spray cards. You'll find 2 each. Envelopes are included. And we've got Seaside Spray, 2 of our Bumblebee, and 2 of our Misty Moonlight kits. We've also got some Whisper White cardstock in the kit. Now this is intended for you to line the inside of your Misty Moonlight cards. They're a little bit dark, so when I include a dark card base, I like to throw a little extra white cardstock in there. And then you've got some Whisper White cardstock for your Dragonfly. So let's grab that out of the kit too. All right, this is so much fun. Let's grab our card bases and we're going to get them scored. Inside your envelope, you'll have some Whisper White cardstock for your sentiment and some vellum to punch your little dragonflies. And ×2. Everything in this class is ×2. And you'll want to cut your Designer Series paper. So let's show you what we've got here. We've got 2 by 2 inch squares, 2 each of 3 different designs. Of course, shake it up, mix and match, use the patterns that you love. You'll need 6 total 2 by 2 squares. All right, we'll slide our pieces to the side and let's prepare our card bases and stamp our backgrounds. All right, I've got some mini grid paper here because we are going to be stamping off the edges on some of these backgrounds. And let's get some Seaside Spray ink. Got a little cluster, a little bunch of dragonflies and this gorgeous wildflower. Let's ink this up with the Seaside Spray. With a stamp this big, I like to bring the ink pad to the stamp. You always want to either bring the stamp to the ink pad or the ink pad to the stamp. You don't want them to meet in midair. We're going to stamp our little wildflowers. Give them a second to transfer all that detail and just some moderate pressure. You don't want to smush out the image, but give it a second to let the ink transfer. Now here we'll bring the stamp to the ink pad. Little dragonflies. Let's repeat that for our second copy. Okay, backgrounds are done. Now we need a dragonfly. There are two dragonflies to choose from, and I'm going to go with this one with the solid body and the little spatter image for the wing. We're going to take our Whisper White cardstock and let's grab some Misty Moonlight. We're going to do kind of a monochromatic stamping here. I'm going to ink my outline, Dragonfly, and Misty Moonlight. We'll stamp that one. One for each card. And now let's fill in the wings. Now you might notice that one side matches up a little bit more accurately than the other, but because of the artistic kind of spatter, we're just going to aim and own it. It's going to go outside the lines, and that's okay. It still looks great. Don't you think? Okay, let's set that aside for just a minute. Oh, I need my Misty Moonlight one more time. Set aside the Seaside Spray. Set that aside to dry. Let's do our sentiments while we're stamping. Some great sentiments in this set. We're going to use "Thank you for your kindness." We want to position it all the way to the right so we have room for our bow and our bug. Yep, looks good. Got my dragonfly punch. Love these. And this little dude right here just punched out of some vellum I had left over from another project. A couple of those for each card. And then let's get these guys in. We're going to have a little white dragonfly that's going to come out with each of these. We can save him aside for another project. He might come in handy. He'd be really cute inked with a sponge. Give him some color. Time to assemble. Let's get some Stampin' Seal Plus. And we're going to adhere our designer series papers. All right, so we want some fun little angles. And fill in the areas. Isn't that just fantastic? I love this layout. Bend little wings up on the dragonflies, all of them. There's 6. And back to your kit, let's get some linen thread here. We're going to wrap our sentiments and tie a bow. We're going for kind of a medium loopy bow. And I like a little bit of length on the tails. And it wouldn't be a Stamp-A-Stack if we didn't repeat. Let's give our other thank you a nice little bow. We need some adhesive. We'll start with our Stampin' Seal, and we're going to add some to the back of our sentiment. And go right over and sandwich that twine in if you like. And it's going to float a bit over from the edge of the card, so don't budge it right up against the edge. Give it maybe 1/4 of an inch, about a 1/2 inch from the bottom. Got multi-purpose liquid glue for the dragonflies. A little bit on the body. Pop that guy on. Same with these little vellum cardstock dragonflies. You can add just a touch of multi-purpose liquid glue. And pop them right on the card. Your last little guy. And almost done. One last little touch. Got these sweet little trinkets. Let's grab one for each card. You can adhere these with multi-purpose liquid glue or a little glue dot. Pick up that little guy, pop him right on the knot over the bow, Isn't that a sweet touch? And there they are. That is our first design in the kitchen table stamper Dragonfly Garden Stamp-A-Stack. If you've got questions about the project, you can email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. To shop Stampin' Up 24/7, head over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in video number 2.